My name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever area of your chart you're wanting to look at. And if you're not familiar with your own birth chart, there is a link in the description down below so that you can go get one. Now, being a general reading rules apply. Roles can be reversed if another person is turning up in this reading. Which they may well do. Looking at the cards, you'll be seeing my shuffle video here, so you can see how I can already see the cards as I'm talking. But housekeeping first, the reading is for you in total, so it either is for you or it isn't. There is a past and a present in this spread, so if the past and the present do not fit, it's not for you. Go and watch your rising sign, go and watch your moon sign. In fact, always watch your rising sign. But go and watch one of your other placements. And what else? Yes, ask a question. Because this spread isn't one that says take what resonates. It's a job lot. But what I would like you to do prior to the reading is ask a question. So take a moment, pause the video if you have to, think of all the questions that you have around you at the moment and pick one of them. I mean, it does matter which one, but it also doesn't. But whatever one you pick, focus on it. But be aware of the others, because where it doesn't matter is the cards will answer what they want. And what you and I think is the most important question is irrelevant. The cards will answer what they want. But having said that, that focus gives energy to the process, which hopefully I give back to you. The only other piece of housekeeping, well, two bits. There's a link to a Facebook page for the channel down in the description. That has its own inbox as well. So if you're wanting to contact me for a personal reading, you can get me there. I post these videos, obviously, and also the astrology videos that I'm watching, you know, like from Leo King, Soul Garden, Anastasia, Cosmic Astrologer, the various other astrologers that I watch, especially for like weather report forecast stuff. And there is also, should be a link, assuming I remember to put it there, for my narrative about the recent hexing of the moon by #BabyWitches, which was a lot of fun to make. So I hope you will join me in the fun. Now, I might as well bring up the cards. Can't think of anything else to say. So, now Virgo, it looks like you've been having a rough time. And the reason that I say this is firstly, on the beginning of the current time period, we have the Three of Swords here. But, as you know, heartache, pain. But more importantly, all of the oracle cards are pointing out that you need to accept that you can't help and that you need to walk away. Not walk away as in close the door forever, but that you need to step back and recognize that if they, whoever they is, don't want help, then you can't force help upon them. Now, you seem to have a sense of immense loss at the moment. It's almost like, oh. Okay, so we've got Five of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So there's two ways I can interpret this. One could, let me actually sit in camera. One could be that you feel like the chance to finally be happy has been robbed from you. And, you know, the chance to take things to another level has been robbed from you. Or because something has been removed from your life, you have realised, now I've got the chance to be happy. Now I've got the chance to level up. And both messages seem to be implicit here. So I'm tempted to say that both messages are there. So you're feeling as if one form or one ideal of happiness that you had has been taken away from you. But that opens the door to a lot more, which all in all is rather positive. Positive as in hopeful, positive thinking, looking towards the future, but there is still grieving to be done with this Five of Cups card. Now, where shall I start? From the Foxfire Oracle, we have the card of acceptance, which is a card of acknowledging that the only thing that is constant is change. And the Kitsune teach us to let go of that which no longer wishes to be in our grasp, no longer wishes to be there, no longer has a reason to be there. We have a time for healing, Balsamic Moon, from the Moonology deck. And from the, what's it called? Sacred Spirit Oracle, we have, I've not seen this card yet. It's the first time it's turned up. And I'm glad I looked it up, because I would have given it a really fluffy meaning, because it seems like a fluffy card, because it's called Love and Light. But basically what that card is saying is, if somebody is not accepting your help, you can't force that help upon them, like I said at the start. So therefore, all you can do is send them love and light. You send them unconditional love. You send them light to illuminate all the cracks, to illuminate all the areas of their reality, let's put it that way, all the areas of their reality that are not holding the highest vibration. Allowing them to be aware of them, acknowledge them, and do something about them. But it is their choice whether they do something about them or not. And right, that's it, reading finished. You know, it's come straight out of the out of the oracle cards. But no, interestingly, I think you find that harder than, even though you're well aware that this is what you need to do. You've got the opportunity right now. But there is some form of strife. Now, the God force that's working against you is Eris. But when I say the God force that's working against you, I normally mean along the vibe of the archons trying to keep you separate from your higher self. Not as in the actual goddess Eris herself working against you, although she could be, but it's more the archons using that Eris energy to work against you. What stands in your stead is loyalty, faithfulness, with Laertes. But you can be loyal without forcing any help on. It's almost, with those two cards, it's like you going, look, I'm not getting involved, but when you need me, I'm over here. When you're ready to come join me, then I'm over here and you are welcome. But if you don't want my help right now, then you don't need me. I'm going to be over here. Because there is, underlying your situation, a drive to put you on your own for a while. And it looks like you might need it, to be quite honest, because whatever your situation is that's going on, bear in mind, this sounds very, very relationship, doesn't it? But it could just as easily be a business arrangement. You know, say, maybe not business partners, but something going on in the workplace. Where you can see that somebody needs help, but they ain't going to say that they need that help. But whatever it is, this is something that you felt really, really led to. You felt like you really wanted to dive forward in this project, relationship. Yeah, project or relationship. I can't think of anything else. But you weren't exactly aware of all the ins and outs of it at the time. And I think you soon discovered that you'd maybe taken on more than you'd wanted to. And you was finding it difficult to remain involved and remain true to your core values. It's the Hierophant here, and it is that message about remaining true to your spiritual values that I'm getting. I'd love to say, excuse me, I'd love to say that there's some form of tradition that's holding you back, but that's not what it feels like. It's you've dived into a situation, and then the situation has been, I need to do what? And it's not you want me to do what, it's I need to do what. Which, whether you did or whether you didn't, I think that caused you to draw back quite a bit, because there was a limit where that you would not go past. I've never got that from the Nine of Wands before, because normally it's nearly there, nearly at the finish line. But here with the Hermit and the King of Cups, it's, I'm not crossing that finish line. I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. And although it hurts me to not do it, it would hurt me more to do it. So yeah, I'm going to stay here in my own power. I have a need for a rebirth. That's when you was really having to use your judgment to find a way to... Now you're trying to turn the situation in somebody's favour. I'm not necessarily saying it's in your own. And if it is in your own, then it's you included in everybody. You are trying to turn the situation to everybody's favour. But it was very much a point of this disparate forces pulling at you. For you to cross that finish line would have been bad. For you to not cross that finish line was bad, but not as bad as it would have been if you'd crossed the finish line. Almost not quite a damned if you do, damned if you don't, because one result is still considerably better than the other. But there was so much push and pull that you felt like the world was pulling you along on a circumstance that made you go, yeah, I'm not at all comfortable with this pace. But on the bottom of the decks, this is showing, it's 3 major arcana cards. So it's showing that this is actually a really pivotal time in your life for you. It's really important, really powerfully energetic time to your life. Now, whether you are at mercy of these energies or whether you are learning to ride these energies, well, that's up to you, isn't it? But we have the moon. So we've got those twin forces, but also a lot of, well, I want to say illusion, but my brain keeps going disillusionment. Things aren't in the light of day what they really could be. And there is a point, you are aware that there is a point where you can act, and it's not now. There will be a point where you can act, which is probably why Loyalties is here to say, you know, keep your loyalties in this situation. It's your actions that need to be modified or even moderated. You know, and I don't mean as in moderating comments. I mean, do less. I've got Hamilton going through my mind. Say less, smile more. But this, that is probably not a bad thing right now, because there seems to be this urge to, or there was anyway, there was this urge to dive in and see what results that you can get. And you already know. You already know because you've crossed that threshold of, yeah, I've reached the finish line. I'm not crossing it. I'm not doing that. But still those forces are pulling at you. But it is time for you to stand on your own. You need to make a choice. Hermit, the Lovers. Oh, Temperance. and the Devil. That's an interesting, because you saw these shuffling. They're round. I can't shuffle them. I've got to do that swirly thing. Yeah, these are certainly shuffled, but standing on your own with the Hermit, making the choice to wait, temperance, temperance, and then the Devil card here. You are being tempted to dive back into this situation, and I honestly feel that that would be a bad move, because you have the option to separate yourself from the situation, declare your own power here. And I think that you are declaring your own power, because you are aware of what you're seeing value in and what you're not seeing value in, but you have to have that strength and strategy to actually stand on your own. And this season, so I'm really drawn to the Lion aspect of that strength card here. So there's a very Leo, I mean, it's strength card, there's a Leo energy with it anyway, but this Seven of Swords, it seems so sorrowful, so sad. You know, he's looking back and going, I can't take them. And I almost feel like the looking back is not looking at those two swords going, oh, I can't take them because I can't carry any more, so they're going to be left. It's almost a look that says, why do those two swords even exist? What is the point? Why? Why are they there? This is a sticking block for you. But as I say, Devil card. Be careful about being swept up into a whole new dream. So be careful about being swept away to a new project or a new person or what have you, because there's this faithfulness here. You can be loyal, you can be, you can step back, but maintain that position of, I'm still here, I'm just waiting till you're ready. This is what I've got on offer, but I'm waiting till you're ready. And I'm waiting till you ask me. And I am waiting until you are in a position where my assistance, my help, my interaction, or my love, if it's a relationship thing, will be effective. That you won't destroy it and sabotage it through your own despondency or misery or whatever trap that they are in. You know, there's this could be the story of a relationship with an alcoholic or an addict of some form where they're not receiving help, or somebody who is in a specific type of pit of depression, because there are many different types of depression, but a pit of depression where they can lift themselves out of it. They just don't even see why they should at the moment. And obviously, nobody is in control of what is in another person's mind. They have to say, no, I've had enough of this. But it's almost like that they don't see why they should at the moment. Now, it is a Devil card, so as you know, I always like to clarify the Devil card with my Demon Possessed Tarot, because hey, why have a Demon Possessed Tarot if I don't? Not sure if I've given them a plug recently. Bloodstone Studios are really good. Oh, and really talkative. We've got 3 cards come out, but the first is the Seven of Pentacles, which is telling me of a... Now, Seven of Pentacles is the option of the grass being greener, for one thing. So there's that warning about don't put your attention on something or someone else immediately. This whole situation has come around for you to be concentrating on yourself. Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles here, the underlying reason for what's going on. This is an opportunity for you to look at you, or to work on you, or just to spend some time to enjoy being you without the interference of anybody else and anybody else's problems, or the interference of your expectations regarding projects, relationship, what have you. But the other thing is 7 of Pentacles can be a harvest and a ruined harvest. It can be a harvest that is plentiful, or a harvest that hasn't really matured because the work hasn't been put into it. And again, Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. There's an event. So where was the Wheel of Fortune? It was around here somewhere, wasn't it? Aha, there we go. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There is, okay, so that is telling me that recently there's been an event that has affected this situation. There is either another event coming that will affect the situation, or there is more understanding of that previous event to come to the surface. So if it's a bad event, good things will come out of it. If it was a good event, which I doubt, because there's all this upset and hoo-ha around it, if it is a good event, then there's some bad things yet to be revealed about it, which could explain that sense of loss. Because this is touching the present line through the reading, but it's only touching. Its revelations have still yet to be fully understood. But by concentrating on yourself, stepping back while maintaining this loyalty or loyalness, you are having the opportunity to, now, where was that King of Cups? Where was that King of Cups? King of Vessels, here. Where you were like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, I am not crossing that finish line, but you're aware of the massive disappointment that causes. But here we've got the King of Cups again. After you have been concentrating on your own stuff. Page of Pentacles, solitary. But if you've watched my readings, you know my Page of Pentacles is very much a level up card. And it's almost here like to me this time, it's like the page has not created or just earned the level up. It's like he's lifting up something that he's unearthed out of himself. It's like, here's the goal that I was after. Let me get into camera. Right, here's the goal that I was after. Here's something that I can feel, that I feel like I can move forward with, that I can feel comfortable on. And your own work, now, if this is a relationship reading, it's getting better. Because by you drawing back, if it's a specific partner, then there's either, well, see, that's not a new partner coming in. 2 of Cups, there's that wonderful unity. You know, I said there was that push and pull that was going on just right up until the present. I think that push and pull is going to balance out finally, and that may be under the effect of this Wheel of Fortune. As I was saying, if it's a good event, then you need to notice the bad repercussions. If it was a bad event, you need to notice what good repercussions have come out of it. So there's still stuff that is not even to be revealed, but that is in the process of getting revealed at the moment. With the 2 of Staves, what you are working on, what you are wanting to move forward on, which is so much more self-based, because it's your turn now. You have been offering this assistance and you have been helping somebody else and concentrating on somebody else. It's your turn for you to concentrate on you. And that will actually serve Temperance again. That will serve as the point in time where you are moving forward, following with your intuition. So the chaos that you're in at the moment, and that sense of loss that you're in, and I would hazard a guess by all of these cards, it's not just a sense of loss. It's a sense of inability, inadequacy. I can't help. It's like, no, you can't. You're right. You can't help. Because you are trying, you were trying to do something that is not in your power to do. Not because you can't do it, but that you can't do it for them. You can only do it for yourself. And so there's an element of reflection of, well, you best get on with doing it for yourself then, haven't you? Now, I'm not saying that what you're dealing with and what this other person, project, what have you, that's around you, I'm not saying that there is, that your mutual issues are direct reflections of one another, but there is a harmony. You would be able to boil it down to the theme of one of the planets or something that is working in its own mysterious way with both of you. But you do that. You step back while maintaining that loyalty and not falling prey to the conflict. Now, because you've been in one of these conflicts before and you had clarity last time, clarity came last time, and you were able to build your way out of it. You've been in that position of, yeah, I've got to go and get out of here. You've done it before. You've had a new beginning before. Seven of Swords again, and Nine of Pentacles again. So you have been given all of the skills in the past to create a new beginning for yourself. And I feel that right now you are creating a new beginning for yourself, but you're not necessarily losing anybody in the act of doing that. You are simply stepping back from somebody. I do feel that they're not necessarily disappearing for good, but do not get drawn into all this conflict. One thing I didn't discuss, Arias, and I think I might read out what he well, I'll just read out because there's so many synchronicities here. Arias's totem beast is the lion. So where was that strength card that's underlying your issues? That you've got to do it this month, Leo season. He rides a horse and carries a staff with two serpents twined around it. This is the caduceus, the staff of Mercury or Hermes, the spokesman of the gods in the ancient Greece or Rome. So there's that healing image because Hermes earned the caduceus after... Oh, now, it was a bet he had with Apollo, but he earned his godhood of medicine from Apollo after some form of bet or challenge. Arias is a patron of astrology and other forms of divination. Right, so, hi, he's a patron of all this that's going on. I haven't worked with Arias directly, actually, but... he brings enlightenment and shows you how to live in harmony with those around you, which is very much a theme that we've got going on. Often life's complications are beyond logical solutions. Remember that solution that you was trying to push forward? And then it is time to trust your intuition and feeling. So where you are inspired to do something, get on and do it. But remember, you're not permanently walking away. You're not permanently leaving. You are keeping your loyalties. You're just going to be over here. When all this balances out, which it can, and I feel like what this is telling me is either this other party, By you doing the work on you, you are leading by example, because that encourages them to do the work on them that they need to do. You know, again, relationship, project, what have you. But it's a choice that you make to go for wish fulfillment that takes you to a better place. Where you get to recognise that, yeah, things need to be balanced, but you can move ahead and have your ships come in. So you've got to make that commitment first to yourself. And again, I believe that you are leading by example, and that helps this other party, whoever they are or whatever it is, to pull its socks up and get on with what it needs to do. You know, because that faithfulness is still there and is working on your side. So maybe there's that faithfulness is that someone is being faithful to you and going, after you tell them all the, yeah, you've got to do this, get on with it, I'm going to be over here, that they are not taking it as a form of rejection. They are taking it as a, you know, you're right. I've got to work to protect this, and I've got to take charge. Emperor. Now, your fear here seems to be that there's so many options that you don't know where... Oh, now, these are perfect fear cards. We have 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 5 of Vessels. There's so many options about what burdens you can take on board. And bear in mind, in all of this, there's no more burdens for you to take on board. There's a shedding of burdens here. This is supposed to be you saying, no, let me just deal with my own stuff right now, because I can't deal with your stuff. You're not letting me deal with your stuff. Love and light, love and light, love and light, and I'll be over here. But you're feeling that you've lost something in that process. 5 of Vessels here, 5 of Cups here. Wait. Temperance, and there was another one somewhere, wasn't there? Because, yeah, oh, Temperance. Wait. Say what you've got to say. Move out of the way, move out of the sphere of influence, do whatever you've got to do to be working on yourself and have a bit of healing time for yourself. But I don't think you're going to lose anything from this. I think this stepping back is 6 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Taking you to a better place. You will be able to see where you have been tying yourself up in this situation. 8 of Swords here, but interestingly, someone getting tied up in a scrying mirror that is being watched, and I feel that you're not, it's almost like you looking down on you. You're scrying to look at another part of your life and go, my God, I let myself get all tangled up with that. And when I say with that, I'm not meaning a person, I'm meaning a situation. But that is bringing you into your own power, the Magician card here. Right, that's everything. That's actually, just like all of these readings this month. Hard work, but good. There's a real opportunity. But what you really need to do is just step back. Because you can't help them, whoever the them is. Okay, so that's it. Like, share, subscribe. Join the Facebook page. Comment down below if this means something to you, because it's always really good to get the feedback so that I know that I'm not just sat talking nonsense to my laptop. In the meantime, your Chinese zodiac signs will be out soon, and your full moons. So I'm going to get the full moons together after I finish Western Zodiac monthlies. and then they'll be ready for the full moon, and then I'm going to crack on with the Chinese zodiac for August. And don't forget, the moon has been hexed. Link below. Cheers.